Tractor Power video, we're going to take a look at the Allis-Chalmers 440 articulated four-wheel drive tractor. It was manufactured by the Steiger Corporation for Allis-Chalmers from 1972 through 1976. It has a 208 engine horsepower rating and 165 drawbar horsepower rating. It can pull an 8-bottom plow and cover about 60 acres a day. That 165 horsepower drawbar rating does not really stand out today with the large two-wheel drive and articulated four-wheel drive tractors going anywhere from 400 horsepower all the way up to 620 horsepower. But back in the early 1970s, 165 horsepower was quite a bit, considering that models like the Allis-Chalmers 220 Landhandler was 135 horsepower, and it was the largest two-wheel drive tractor available from Allis-Chalmers, and competitive tractors in that two-wheel drive class at the time, like the John Deere 4630, International 1466, Minneapolis Moline G1355, Oliver 2255, and the Ford 9000, and several other tractors were all right in that 130 to 140 horsepower range, and they were two-wheel drive models. The Allis-Chalmers 440's price tag was $38,179, with an optional air conditioning priced at $1,144. As you can see in this video, this Allis-Chalmers 440 does not have the air conditioning. The tractor weighs in at 20,230 pounds. It's powered by a Cummins V8 555 cubic engine. It's naturally aspirated, that's why it has the two twin stacks up on the hood. And that Cummins V8 engine is nicknamed the Triple Nickel. The tractor features a Fuller TA 4510 transmission with 10 forward speeds and 2 reverse speeds, and the tractor has a turning radius of 15 feet. In the early 1970s, Allis-Chalmers identified the articulated four-wheel drive tractor as a machine the company needed to offer. Their dealerships were demanding tractors with more power, and an articulated four-wheel drive was just the machine that was needed. In order to get a four-wheel drive tractor on dealerships' lots as quickly as possible, Allis-Chalmers decided to outsource their articulated model. The company began talks with the White Farm Equipment Corporation about using the White Plainsman A4T four-wheel drive tractor as the base for the Allis-Chalmers 440 Landhandler. Talks with White fell through, and ultimately the White Plainsman did not become the Allis-Chalmers 440 Landhandler. Had the two tractors been created, the A4T design would have looked very similar, although it would have had an Allis-Chalmers Landhandler 220 hood on the front rather than the popular bubble nose that's seen on the A4T designs offered through Plainsman, Oliver, and Minneapolis Moline. Allis-Chalmers contracted with the Steiger Corporation to build the Allis-Chalmers 440 Landhandler. The AC440 is based on the Steiger Bearcat, and the two companies greatly benefited from each other. Allis-Chalmers gained the articulated four-wheel drive tractor that they needed for their dealerships, and Steiger had just moved into a new large factory in Fargo, North Dakota in 1969, and Allis-Chalmers was able to help the company streamline production and find efficiencies in manufacturing. In all, a total of 1,000 Allis-Chalmers 440s were produced from 1972 through 1976 by Steiger. The early Allis-Chalmers 440 models were known as the AC 440 Landhandler, and they featured a white cab and a white grille. In 1973, Allis-Chalmers introduced the 7000 series two-wheel drive tractors, and as a result, the Allis-Chalmers 440 received some cosmetic updates with an orange cab and a black grille to meet the same styling standards as the Allis-Chalmers 7000 series. that you've enjoyed this Big Tractor Power video featuring the Allis-Chalmers 440 four-wheel drive tractor. The tractor in this video is pulling a DMI 2500 series inline ripper with 3 shanks that are ripping 18 inches deep, and this ripper is putting this 165 horsepower tractor to work on some cattle ground that was recently grazed, and it's breaking up the compaction very well. If you'd like to see more videos of big tractors like the Allis-Chalmers 440 at work, visit bigtractorpower.com to link to our YouTube channel with over 1,000 videos of farm equipment in action. You can also follow us on social media through Facebook, where we share pictures and farm equipment history on a daily basis, Twitter, where we share our latest video releases, and Instagram is where you can follow us to see what we are currently filming out in the field through pictures and short video clips. As always, thank you for watching.